Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Cambridge AS and A level mathematics paper 1, pure mathematics 1, which is P1 9709 October November 2019. Let us move to the question number 1. Question 1 says expand 1 plus y raised to power 6 in ascending powers of y as far as the term of y square, term in y square. So we can write like expansion of 1 plus y raised to the power 6 will be equal to like 6c0, and this will be 1 raised to the power 6 and y raised to the power 0, plus next will be 6c1, 1 raised to the power 5 and y raised to the power 1, and plus this will be 6c2 and 1 raised to the power 4 and y squared. So up to this one is required. Next terms we will be ignoring, and 6c0 is 1, 1 raised to the power 6 is also 1, and y raised to the power 0 is also 1. So these three all are changing to 1. So plus 6c1 will be 6, and 1 raised to 5 will be 1, and next will be y. So this will be 6c2 will be 15 into 1 raised to 4 will be 1 and y squared, and the last step, which after multiplying these will get 1 and plus 6y and plus 15 y squared. This will be the final answer for 1 mark. Now second part, in the expansion of this one, and the coefficient of x square is 48, find the value of positive constant of p. So the term, what we can do, we can replace in this one, if we replace y is equal to px minus 2x squared, so we'll replace y is equal to px minus 2x squared, and we can write in this expansion, we can replace y by px minus 2x squared. So its expansion will be 1 plus 6 into px minus 2x squared and plus 15 into px minus 2x squared, this one, and this will be whole squared. And now we can open this square and it will be 1 plus, we can multiply 6 inside, so 6px minus this will be 12x squared. Further we can open the square, this will be a squared p squared x squared, and plus b squared means 4x raised to the power 4 minus 2 into ab, so minus 4 px cubed, this will be square which we have opened. Now we can open the brackets as well, so 1 plus 6px minus 12x squared, and this 15 plus 15 we will multiply inside the bracket, and we will get 15p squared x squared plus 15 into 4 will be 60, so 60x raised to 4 minus 15 into 4 will be again 60px cubed. And now further we can add the like terms. So adding like terms, we will get, first of all, we are interested in x square terms, and x basically we are interested in square terms only, because they are saying x square is 45, coefficient of x square is 45, so we will write x square terms, and we can write square terms will be x square terms will be equal to minus 12x squared and plus 15p squared x squared. Rest of all are not containing x square, so we'll restrict our equation to this one, and further we can take x square common, and this will be minus 12 plus 15p squared, and this will be x squared, and we know that this is equal to 48. So coefficient of x square we can equalize minus 12 plus 15 p square is equal to 48, and we can simplify 15p square is equal to 48 plus 12, which is equal to 60. So p square is equal to 60 over 15, which is equal to 4. And now we can write p will be equal to plus minus 2. This will be we will be taking positive value because they are saying over here value of positive constant of p. So we'll write over here p will be equal to, only we can write 2, this one, and this will be only positive value. This is what you will have to keep in mind. Now question number 2 says the function g of x is defined, g of x is equal to this one, x is greater than 4. By first completing square, find an expression for g inverse of x is equal to, state the domain of g inverse of x and state the domain of g inverse. So this is 5-mark question. So we'll take g of x. G of x is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 7. We'll have to first use the completing square method. So x as it is, and half of this coefficient of x will be minus 3. This is copy sign, we have copied this negative sign, and this will be taken as square, and minus whatever written here we will take square of that one. Whatever written here we are taking square of this, and this sign is always minus, you know this, right? So plus 7, and we can rewrite it as x minus 3 squared minus 9 plus 7. So this will be equal to x minus 3 squared minus 2, and this will be the value of y, or you can say this is g of x. Now we can write x squared, x minus 3 squared, x minus 3 squared is equal to y plus 2. We have shifted this minus 2 to the other side, so it will be plus 2. Now we can take under root, so x minus 3 will be equal to plus minus under root of y plus 2, and x3 minus 3 we can shift to the side, so this will be equal to plus 3 and plus minus square root of y plus 2. Now we can swap x and y because we have made the x as subject, so y will be equal to 3 plus minus x plus 2. This will be our g inverse of x, and after finding g inverse of x we can check this is x is greater than 4 is given over here, so x is greater than 4. So we will say domain of, we know domain of g inverse of x will be equal to range of f of x, range of g of x, sorry, g of x, which is the function. So domain of inverse function will be equal to range of the function. So g of x is equal to x minus 3 squared in and minus 2. This is basically the completing square which we have done, and x we know is greater than 4. So we can find g of 4. G of 4 will be 4 minus 3 squared minus 2, which will be equal to 1 squared minus 4. So we minus 2, 1 squared minus 2 will be minus 1. So g of x is greater than minus 1, so we can write x will be greater than minus 1. This will be our answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to question number 3. Question number 3 says the equation of the curve, this curve equation is provided. The curve has no stationary point in the interval a and b. Find the least possible value of a and the greatest possible value of b, and this is 4-mark question. This diagram is not part of the question. I have inserted for your explanation. I'll explain in a while. So the given equation, we will take y is equal to x cubed plus x squared minus 8x plus 7. Now for the stationary points, we know we are finding dy over dx and we are putting it equal to 0. So dy by dx derivative, first order derivative will be 3x squared plus 2x minus 8. This will be first order derivative. Now we will, for stationary point, we will put dy by dx is equal to 0. So dy by dx is equal to 0. This implies 3x squared plus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this equation, and to solve this equation we can use mode 5 3 and take help. So x square, coefficient of x square is 3, coefficient of x is 2, and negative 8 is the constant, and we are getting 4 by 3. So we can write term as 3x minus 4. This will be the factor, and the second factor we'll get as minus 2. So x plus 2, we are changing sign and writing this, and we got these are the factors of this one. If you multiply, you will get the same equation. So now we can write 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0, and this implies x is equal to 4 by 3 and x is equal to minus 2. So these will be the value. A will be equal to minus 2 and B will be equal to 4 by 3. These will be the two values within which we will not be having a stationary point. So what we can do, these type of questions, transformation questions and graph questions, are better if you practice from softwares, which are so many softwares are available on the net. So you can use those softwares for your practice, and I'm switching to the software. I'll explain. Okay, so this is the software which I'm using. You can use any other, and keep in mind that these type of softwares are not available or not allowed to use in exam. So you should practice this at home, and this will be very nice practice, and your skill level will be improved and you will be able to tackle these type of questions in exam very easily. So this is the equation given which I have typed for you. Y is equal to x cube plus x squared minus 8x plus 7, which is given in the main question. If we plot this one, we'll get this graph, and you can see this is the y-intercept, 0 and 7, and minimum point is over here, which is 1.33, which we got 4 by 3, which is equal to 1.333 and recurring, and this second stationary point which we got as minus 2. So these two are the stationary points. So our answer which we have provided as range from A to B, which we have written as minus 2 to 4 by 3, if we check this range which I have typed here for you, and this will be the shading part, and this is minus 2 and this one is 4 by 3. So within this one, if you check, this graph is sloping towards down. There's no stationary point. Stationary point, you know, the gradient should be 0, and gradient is 0 only at x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 1.33, which is 4 by 3. So within these 2 points there is no other stationary point, so we can safely write in between, excluding this minus 2 value and excluding this 1.33 value. So we are not writing this equal to symbol in our inequality, which we have written as our answer. So because at equal to minus 2 and at equal to 1.33, which is 4 by 3, we are getting stationary points, so we'll have to exclude those 2 points. Hopefully you understood this. Same picture I have inserted, I'll explain from there also. So this is basically the picture which I have inserted from the graph which we plotted. Now we can understand from here. This is basically the graph. You can see now this is basically the point which is stationary point, but this point is 4 by 3, x value is 4 by 3, and this point is -2, you can check from here, -2. So in between this region, starting from here till this one, till this one, there is no like point where you can get the stationary point. It's all sloping. So stationary point always have gradient, horizontal gradient, which is x is equal to 0. This is horizontal line. Any horizontal line which is parallel to x-axis will be having 0 gradient. This is what you know. So 0 slope or m value is equal to 0 for in case of any line which is parallel to x-axis. Hopefully you understood this. So this is the range. Within this range of x values, which is -2 to 4/3, we are getting no stationary point. So this is our answer. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Now we can move to the question number 4, and question number 4 says the diagram shows a semicircle ACB with center O and radius R. Arc OC is part of the circle with center A. Express angle CAO in radian in terms of pi. So what we can do, we can we know this is R, this is radius, and this is also radius. So if we draw a line from this to O to C, this will also be a radius O to C will be like this one. So this will also be equal to R, and it is given that OAC. So if these two sides are basically R, so this will be this and this, these two are equal to each other. And we know that what else basically we know, they are saying the diagram shows a semicircle ACB with center O and radius R. Arc OC is part of the circle with center O, center O, and express angle this in radians of pi. Okay, so what we can do, we can consider this. This will be, this will also be R, and all three sides are R. So this will be basically, this will be pi/3. We will be dividing these three angles. Sorry, this angle should be up to this one. These three angles are equal because all three sides are equal. So this will be pi/3. So we can write here as pi/3 as answer. So we can write this answer as pi/3. This will be for 1 mark. We are done with this. Then they are saying find the area of the shaded region in terms of R, pi and under √3. Simplifying your answer. So this is 4 mark question. So area of what we will do, we will find area of triangle ACB. So and then we will find area of the sector which is AOC. So sector AOC we will find later, and we will subtract from area of triangle the area of sector, and we will get the answer. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can consider area of triangle and area of triangle ACB. If we draw triangle separately, like if we draw and consider the triangle, this is basically the triangle, and this side AB side, AB side is 2R. So the other base side is R, which is AC side. So AC side is R. Now we can find CB side, we can find. So no, this is basically 2R is this side, 2R is this side, and we can find this side. We can, if we write the labels, this is A, this is B, and this one is C, which is right angle. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem and find this ABC side. So BC, to find BC, we can write AB squared is equal to AC squared plus BC squared. So we can write, like for example, if say this side is h, so we can write this as h squared. So AB is 2r squared is equal to r squared plus h squared. So h squared will be equal to 4r squared minus r squared, which is equal to 3r squared. So h will be equal to 3 under root, and r, this will be h value, we can write over here, this will be r h value. Now we have h value also, and we can find area of triangle. We can write area of triangle, and triangle is ACB, and this will be equal to 1 by 2 into base into height, and base is r and height is under root 3r, and this will be equal to under root 3 by 2 and r squared. This will be basically the area of this triangle which we found. Now we can find area of the sector. So area of sector, and sector will be AOC sector. And if you want to identify the sector, which is white portion basically, AOC, no, not complete white portion, I'll shade the area of sector for you, and area of sector is this much. So if we find this blue shaded area and subtract from area of triangle, we will get area, black shaded area. So area of sector AOB will be equal to 1 by 2 r square theta, or square theta, this will be the formula. So 1 by 2, r value is r, so it will be r squared, and theta value is pi by 3, and we can rewrite it as pi by 6. This will be pi by 6 r squared. Now shaded area, we can write shaded area is equal to area of triangle minus area of this sector. So it will be under root 3 by 2 r squared minus pi by 6 r squared, and this will be equal to, we can take 1 by 2 and r squared common, 1 by 2 and r squared we can take common, and inside will be under root 3 minus this will be pi by 3, and this will be basically units square, or we can write square units. So this will be answer for this part, this question. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to the question number 5. Question number 5 says the dimensions of a cuboid are x, 2x and 4x as shown in the diagram. Part 1, show that the surface area centimeter square and the volume V centimeter cube are connected by the relationship. This is the relationship which we have to prove, and this is a 3 marks part. So volume, we know volume is equal to volume of a cuboid is multiplying all 3 sides, 1 2 3, all 3 sides will multiply, so it will be x into 2x and multiply by 4x, not 3x. So it will be 4x, so 4 into 2 will be 8, so it will be 8x cubed. This will be the volume. Now after that, this will be the volume. Now we can go for the surface area. Surface area will be equal to, we'll show S, so we'll represent it by S, and S is equal to, we will take the base which will be 2x into 4, so base and top will be 2 areas which are equal, so 2x multiplied by 4x, this will be the 2 sides, top and bottom. Now we can take the front side, which is like x, and like for example this side, this is front side and its opposite side also. We will take these 2 sides now, and these two sides will be what? These two sides we can write x into 2x, so this will be plus 2 into x into 2x. Then the last two sides we can take, which is like this one, and the opposite side also, and opposite side will be of the same size, which we will multiply, add and multiply by 2, so it will be 4x into 2x. So we can write plus 2 into basically x into height is x, so x into 4x, so x into 4x. This will be also two sides. Now we can open the basically multiply these two inside, so it will be 4x. But first we'll multiply, inside will be 8x, 8x multiplied by 2 will be 8x square, so 8x square multiplied by 2 will be 16x squared, and plus this will be 2, internal multiplication will result to 2x squared multiplied by 2 will be 4x squared, and plus this will be 4x squared multiplied by 2 will be 8x squared, and if we add these will be 12 plus 16 will be 28, so 28x squared. This will be the surface area, so surface area is equal to 28x squared. This 28x squared, now we can utilize this one. 7 volume is what? 7v raised to power 2 by 3, and we got this 8x cubed, so we can write here 7 into 8x cubed whole raised to power 2 by 3. We have replaced v value in this one, and we will get 7 into, this will be 2x whole cubed. This one 8 we can write as 2 cubed, and whole raised by 2 by 3, and this 3 will cancel with this, and we will get 7, and this will be 2 squared will be 4, and x squared, which is equal to 28x squared, and 28x squared is our s, so we can write this is equal to s. So we can write 7 v raised by 2 by 3 is equal to s, and this was the result we were supposed to prove, which we have done with. Now second part, when the volume of the cuboid is 1000, the surface area is increasing by 2 centimeter cube 2 centimeter square per second. Find the rate of increase of the volume at this instant. This is a 4-mark question. So the equation which we have done in previous part is 7 s is equal to 7 v raised to power 2 by 3, and the rate of change of surface area with respect to volume, we can write ds over dv. We can take derivative of this, will be equal to 7 into 2 by 3 into v raised by 2 by 3 plus 1, and this will be equal to what? This will be 14 over 3 into v raised to the power 2 by 3 minus 1 will be plus 1 will be, basically we are taking derivative, so it should be minus 1 not plus 1, so minus 1, so it will be minus 1 over 2 by 3 minus 1 will be minus 1 by 3. Now ds by dv at v is equal to 1000, at v is equal to 1000 we will be checking, and this will be equal to 14 over 3 into 1000 raised to a minus 1 by 3, and we can use calculator to solve this, and this will be 14 over 3 into, in brackets we can write 1000 and whole raised to the power minus 1 over 3, and this is equal to 7 over 15, or what we can do, we can rewrite it as 14 over 3, and this one we can write 10 raised to 3 whole raised to minus 1 by 3, 3 will be cancelled, and this will be 14 over 3 and over this will be 10 raised to minus 1, we can write 1 over 10, and this will be equal to 14 over 30. We can write answer as we got over here 7 over 15, which will be simplified answer, or we can write 14 over 30. This can be our answer. Now dv over dt, with the passage of time, dv over dt, and this will be by chain rule dv over ds into ds over dt, and ds over dt is provided as 2 in the question. They have provided 2 centimeter square, so we can write ds over dv, and ds over d we also we have calculated with ds over dv, which is equal to 14 over 30. So we will be utilizing these two values in the chain rule, and this will be dv over ds will be reciprocal of this term, which will be 30 over 14 into ds over dt, which is 2, so into 2, this will be equal to 60 over 14, and we can write 60 divided by 14 is equal to 4.285, 4.285, 285, and approximately it will be 4.29 up to 3 significant figures. This is done. Now we can move to question number 6, and question number 6 is a line has equation this one, and a curve has equation this, where k is a constant. Find the set of values of k for which the line and the curve meet at 2 distinct points. So for 2 distinct points we are taking the discriminant, which is b square minus 4ac greater than 0, and we can equate the equations, and this equation and this equation will be equating for the common point. So 3kx minus 2k is equal to x squared minus kx plus 2. Further we can simplify, and this will be, we can shift these two terms to the other side. We will get x squared minus kx plus 2 minus 3kx and plus 2k is equal to 0, and x squared and kx, this one and this one, we can take like we can simplify. This will be minus basically 4kx, and plus we can write 2 plus 2k, and we can put bracket over here, and this will be equal to 0. Now this will be quadratic equation, and we can write ABC values. A will be equal to 1, B will be equal to minus 4k, and C will be equal to 2 plus 2k. So we can write b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac is greater than AC is greater than 0, and we can write b value is minus 4k. So minus 4k square minus 4 into a value is 1, and c value is 2 plus 2k, and this should be greater than 0, and we can open the bracket, so it will be 16k squared, and minus this will be first we'll multiply with 2k, so minus 8k, and minus 8 is greater than 0. Now we can take 8 common, and the equation will become k square minus 2k squared minus k, and minus 1 is greater than 0, and we can draw the quadratic curve like this one. So it will be we can check the solutions of this equation. Solutions of this equation will be for 2 minus 1 and minus 1, and this will be equal to 1 and minus 1 by 2. So k is equal to 1 and k is equal to minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 will be this point, and 1 will be this point, and now we need the positive greater than 0 values. That will be for this region and for this region. So we can write answer as k value should be k value should be less than minus 1 by 2 and k value should be greater than 1. So these will be the two values which we can provide as answer. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Now for the second part says for each of the two particular values of k, the line is a tangent to the curve. Show that these two tangents meet on the x-axis. This is a 3 marks question. So our y value, we can write y is equal to x square minus kx plus 2, and y is equal to 3kx minus 2k. These are the two equations which they have provided in main question. One is this one and second is this one. So we are taking these two equations and we will be replacing k is equal to 1. For k is equal to 1, we will be getting these equations. Y is equal to 3x minus 2 when we replace in this one, and uh, if we replace k is equal to minus 1 by 2, this will be y is equal to minus 3 by 2x minus this will be plus 1, so it will be plus 1. So this is how we replaced in this. At x-axis y will be equal to 0. So y will be equal to 0 means what? This implies 3x minus 2 is equal to 0, so x will be equal to 2 by 3. And in this case, y is equal to 0 implies minus 3 by 2x plus 1. So 3 by 2x will be equal to 1. So x will be equal to 2 by 3. This will be the point. So we got x is equal to 2 by 3 in both cases. So this shows that these two tangents meet at x-axis. So we can write over here, hence tangents meet at x-axis. This will be our answer. This will be our final answer for this question. Now we can move to the question number 7, and question 7 says show that this trigonometric equation can be expressed in this format where x is equal to cos square theta. This is 2 mark question. So we'll use this equation. Given equation, we can write 3 cos 4 theta plus 4 sine square theta minus 3 is equal to 0. And we can write sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. So our equation will modify to 3 cos, we can write cos square theta whole square, and plus this will be 4 into 1 minus cos square theta minus 3 is equal to 0. Further we can multiply this 4 to the inside of the bracket, so it will be 3 into cos square theta square, and plus this will be 4 into 1 will be 4 minus 4 cos square theta and minus 3 will be equal to 0. So we can rewrite this will be 3 cos square theta square and minus 4 cos square theta, and plus 4 minus 3 will be plus 1 equal to 0. Now we can put cos square theta is equal to x or y, and this will be what they are saying, x is equal to cos square theta, so we'll put equal to x. So it will be 3x squared minus 4x and plus 1 is equal to 0. And we can basically this is the same for equation basically which we are done. So this is the final equation for 2 marks. We are done. Now we can go through the second part, hence solve this equation. So we can write this previous part we have done this format, so which is 3x squared minus 4x minus plus 1 equal to 0. And now we can factorize. For factorization, we'll be writing the coefficient of x square will be 3, coefficient of x is minus 4, and constant value is 1, so this will be 1 and 1 by 3. So we can write 3x minus 1 and x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this implies x will be equal to 1 by 3 and x is equal to 1. So these will be the pair. So x is what? X is cos square theta. So cos square theta will be equal to 1 by 3 and cos square theta is equal to 1. So cos theta is equal to under root plus minus under root of 1 by 3, and this will be, we can put line, so it will be cos theta is equal to plus minus 1, and this will be what? This will be theta will be equal to cos inverse of plus minus under root 1 over 3, and this will be theta is equal to cos inverse of plus minus 1, and we can check the values. So it will be shift cos of plus 1 will be equal to 0, so we can write it 0 degrees, and for minus 1 we can write this one as 180, so 180 degrees, and for plus under root 3 we can write under root of 3 over basically 1 over under root 3, so fraction, this will be 1 over under root 3, and this will be equal to 54.74, so 54.74 degrees. And next we can write this as minus also, so negative will be 125.3 up to one decimal place, and these will be the degrees which we can provide as our answer. Now we can move to the question number 8. Question number 8 says a function f is defined for x is greater than 1 by 2 and is such that f dash of x is equal to 3 into 2x minus 1 whole raised to 1 by 2 minus 6. Find the set of values for x for which f is decreasing. So this is 4-mark question. F dash of x should be less than 0 for this, so we can take this f dash of x, so it will be 3 into 2x minus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2 minus 6 should be less than 0, and it will be, we can shift 6 and 3 to other side, so 2x minus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2 is less than 6, and this will be divided by 3, so it will be 2, so 2x minus 1 raised to the power 1 by 2 is less than 2. Further we can take square on both sides, so 2x minus 1 will be less than 2 squared, which is 4, or we can write here 2 squared, and next step we can write as 4, and further we can find 2x will be less than 4 plus 1, which is 5, so x will be less than 5 by 2, and 5 by 2, they are saying x is greater than 1 by 2, so we can write equation x is greater than 1 by 2 and less than 5 by 2. This will be the final answer for this question. Now we can move to the second part. Second part says it is now given that f of 1 is equal to minus 3. Find f of x. This is 4-mark question. So f dash of x, we know this is equal to 3 to x minus 1 raised by 1 by 2 minus 6, and this is the value which we have taken from, this is the equation which we have taken, main questions equation, and we will be integrating to find f of x. After integration, this will be what? 3 into 2x minus 1 raised by 1 by 2 plus 1, so 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1 and into derivative of this inner one, which is 2, so we can write 2 here, and minus integral of 6 will be 6x, and this will be plus integral constant c. Now we can find f of 1, which is provided. F of 1 is given, f of 1 is equal to minus 3, so we can find f of 1 as 3 into, this will be 2 minus 1 over, this will be 3 by 2 into 2 and minus 6 plus c. So this implies what? This implies 2 will be cancelled, 3 will be cancelled. So this will be 1, this will be 1 minus 6 plus c, and this is equal to minus 3 as given. So c will be equal to minus 3, and this will be minus 5, will go other side, so it will be plus 5, and this is equal to 2. So c value we got 2, which we will replace in this equation, and f of x will become, so f of x we can write as f of x will be equal to, this will be 3 by 2 will be cancelled and 3 will be cancelled, so it will be 2 into 2x minus 1 whole raised to the power will be what? This will be 3 by 2 and minus 6x and plus 2. So basically this will be, this 2 will not be there because it will cancel, this 2 will cancel with this, and 3 will cancel, this will become 3 by 2. We can check this cancellation, and hopefully you understood this. So this will cancel, after cancellation we get 2x minus 1 whole raised by 3 by 2 minus 6 and plus 2, and this will be the final function which we were supposed to write. Now we can write this question number 9, the first, second and third terms of geometric progression. So this is geometric progression, we'll be taking r value, and 3k, 5k minus 6 and 6k minus 4 respectively show that k satisfies this equation. This is 2-mark question. So r value, we can understand the question first. So first term, second term and third terms are provided. First term is 3k, second term is 5k and 5k minus 6, and third term is basically 6k minus 4. So r value will be what? R will be equal to second term divided by first term, so 6k minus 6 divided by 3k, and similarly we can divide this by third term by second term to get r value, 6k minus 4 over, this will be 5k minus 6, and we can simplify this. So we can cross multiply this one and we will get what? 5k minus 6 squared is equal to 3k into 6k minus 4. Now we can open the square, it will be 25, a square will be 25k squared plus b square will be 36 minus 2ab, so 6 2s are 12, 12 5s are 60, so 60k is equal to, we can multiply 3k inside, so it will be 18k squared and minus this will be 12k, and now we can shift everything to this side, so it will be 25k squared plus 18k squared minus 60k and plus 12k plus 36 is equal to 0. Now this will be 25k plus 18k squared will be equal to what? This will be 7k squared and minus 60 minus plus 12 will be minus 48k and plus 36 is equal to 0, and it is the same equation which we were supposed to find, and this is done for 2 marks. Now for the second part, they are saying find, showing all necessary working, the exact value of the common ratio corresponding to each of the possible value of k. So the found equation which we have 7k square in the previous part, 48k plus 36 is equal to 0. We can find, this is the quadratic equation in terms of k, we can find mode 5 3, this will be 7, then it will be minus 48, and then this will be 36, and we will get 6 and 6 by 7. So k value will be equal to 6 and 6 over 7. We will be using these two values, and when k is equal to 6, our r value will become what? R value is 5k minus 6 over 3k. This is what we got from here, this one, and we can replace in it, and this will be 30 minus 6 over 18, and this will be equal to, we can find this fraction, this will be 30 minus 6 and divided by 18 is equal to 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 value, this one, and when k is equal to 6 over 7, r value will be equal to 5 into 6 over 7 minus 6 over 3 into 6 over 7, and this will be what? This will be fraction 5 into 6 over 7, and bracket close, minus 6 over, this will be 3 into 6 over 7, and bracket close, and this will be equal to minus 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3. This will be final answer for this one. These are the possible values. Now part 3 says one of these ratios gives a progression which is convergent. Find the sum to infinity. So sum to infinity formula we can write as infinity is equal to a over 1 minus r. So a is equal to what? A is equal to 3k, and k value, r is equal to, we can replace basically, a is equal to 3k, so a will be equal to 3 into 6 by 7, which is equal to 18 by 7, and r value is equal to minus 2 by 3. So if we replace these two values, s and infinity will be equal to 18 by 7, which is a value, divided by 1 minus r, so minus 2 by 3, and this will be equal to what? We can solve this, so it will be fraction 18 over 7 over, this will be 1 minus, in brackets, minus 2 over 3, and bracket close, and this will be equal to 54 by 35, 54 over 35, and we can write in mixed numbers also, 1 whole 19 over 35, 1 whole 19 over 35. This can be answer, or this can be answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 10. Question number 10 says relative to an origin O, the position vector of point A, B and X are given by OA is given, OB is given, and OX. These three vectors are given. Find AX and show that AXB is a straight line. So this is 3-mark question. So AX, we can find AX vector will be equal to OX minus OA, and this will be equal to OX. We have this OX which is minus 2 and 5, and minus OA also we have minus 8, minus 4 and 2. So this will be equal to minus 2 minus minus plus 8, and minus 2 and minus minus plus 4, and 5 and minus 2. This will be simplified to 6, 2 and 3. So 6, 2 and 3, this will be AX which we were supposed to find. And next thing is what? Next thing is we need to prove that AXB is straight line. So we will find AB. AX we already have. Now we will find AB, and AB vector will be OB minus OA. OB we have, so we can write 10, 2 and 11, and OA also we have, and that one is -8 -4 and 2, and this will be equal to 10 minus -8 will be 10 plus 8, and 2 minus -4 will be plus 4, and 11 minus 2 will be this one, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to 18 and 6 and 9. So if we check this one, which is AX, and this one as AB, we will get AB vector will be equal to 3 times AX. So if we multiply AX by 3, we will get AB. So it means like this one, this is our A, this is our X, and this is our point B. So we can say that this is AX, which is 3 times AX is equal to AB. AB is complete distance from here to this one. So these two are multiples of each other. We can write as answer, we can provide AB, AX and AB are multiples of each other. Hence AXB is a straight line. Hopefully this is also clear. We are done with this part. Now we can move to the next second part. Second part says the position vector of point C is given by OC is given. Show that CX is perpendicular to AX. Now CX is perpendicular to AX. AX we already have. AX vector we already found 6, 2, 3, which we found, and CX we can find. CX vector will be equal to OX minus OC, and OX is what? OX we already have, which is -2 and 5, and minus OC is given this one, so 1 minus 8 and 3, and this will be equal to -2 minus 1, and -2 minus 8 means plus 8, and 5 minus 3, and this will be equal to -3, 6 and 2. So we will get this one. This is as CX. Now what we can do, we can check for dot product, like if two vectors are perpendicular, their dot product is always equal to 0. So AX dot CX, we will check this should be equal to 0. So this will be AX will be 6, 2, 3, and dot product with -3, 6 and 2. So this will be equal to 6 into -3 will be -18, and plus 2 into 6 will be 12, and plus 3 into 2 will be 6, and this one we can see equal to 0. So hence perpendicular, hence AX and CX, or we can write as mentioned in the question, hence CX is perpendicular to AX. This is done. Now we can move to the question part C, part 3, basically find the area of the triangle ABC. Now area of triangle ABC is what? We know that like for example, this is like A, and this one is point X, and this is point B, this is the straight line, and CX is perpendicular like this one, and this is point C. The triangle which we check, triangle will be like roughly we can draw like this, and this is the perpendicular which we have shown. Now area of this triangle will be what? area will be equal to 1 by 2 mod of base, which is AB, mod of AB, length of AB vector, and multiplied by cx, so length of this cx. So half into base into height basically. So this will be what? This will be 1 by 2 into mod of vector AB, which is 18. AB we have over here, basically we found AB. AB is 18, 6 and 9. So 18, 6 and 9, 18, 6 and 9, mod of this one into mod of Cx, and Cx we just found over here, minus 3, 6 and 2. So minus 3, 6 and 2 mod of these two, and this will be equal to what? 1 by 2 into under root of 18 squared plus 6 squared plus 9 squared into under root of minus 3 squared plus 6 squared plus 2 squared, and this will be bracket close, and this will be equal to, we can use calculator, so it will be 0.5 into square root of 18 squared plus 6 squared plus 9 squared, and this will be multiplied with under root of minus 3 squared plus 6 squared and plus 2 squared, and bracket will be closed, and this is equal to 147 over 2, 147 over 2, which will be in decimal 73.5, 73.5, and this will be in square units. We don't know the length, which is in centimeters or what, so we will write, this is basically area, so we can write square units, whatever units it will be. This is done. Now question number 11, which is very interesting question. It is saying the diagram shows the part of the curve, this one, and the line, this one, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 3. These two lines are given, and the point A on the curve has coordinates 2 and 3. So A is having 2 and 3 coordinates. The normal to the curve at A crosses the line x is equal to 2 at B. So normal is this one, this is the normal, this is basically the normal. Now they are saying part 1, show that the normal AB has equations this, so equation of normal basically is required. So what we will do, we will find tangent to this curve. Tangent to this curve, how we'll find? We'll take the derivative and put equal to basically we will find the derivative, and derivative will be the tangent. So y is equal to x minus 1 raised to minus 2 and plus 2. So dy over dx will be equal to minus 2 will be pulled first, so x minus 1 raised to minus 2 minus 1, so minus 3 into derivative of x, which is 1. So this will be the derivative. Now derivative of this one at 2 and 3, so we can write dy by dx at 2 and 3. So at this point will be equal to minus 2, x value will be 2 minus 1 whole raised to minus 3, and this will be equal to minus 2. So gradient m value of the tangent is equal to minus 2. So gradient of normal will be equal to 1 by 2. This will be the gradient of the normal, and the point we will use is 2 and 3. A point we can use and write the equation of the normal y minus y1 will be equal to m of the normal into x minus x1, and this will be y. We can use this one, y minus y1, which is 3, so is equal to normal gradient 1 by 2 and x minus x1, which is 2. Now we can multiply 1 by 2 inside, so we will get x by 1 by 2x and 1 by 2x minus this will be 1, and minus 3 we can shift to this side, so plus 3, and this side will be equal to y. So final equation will be y is equal to 1 by 2x and plus 2, and this was the equation which we were supposed to find. Y is equal to 1 by 2x plus 2. This was 2-mark question which we are done. Hopefully you understood this, and this is the final equation. Now part 2 says find showing all necessary working the volume of the revolution of obtained when the shaded region is rotated through 360 degree about the x-axis. And see, this is 8 marks question. So for rotation 360 degree about x-axis, we are taking pi integral y square dx. So we can take y1 for the one equation and pi integral y2 square dx for the second equation. We have two equations, so we will be rotating, like for example line. We can take as we can take one equation, like for example over here pi integral 1 by 2 x plus 2 whole squared, and the second is what, y is equal to x minus 1 whole squared plus 2. So these two processes we will be doing simultaneously, and we can integrate this. Integral of this will be pi, and this will be 1 by 2x and plus 2 whole raised to the power 3 over, this will be 3 into derivative of 1 by 2x will be 1 by 2, so we'll write here 1 by 2, and integral which we will be taking with the integral limits, and integral limits we will take from 1 to 2 up to this one, and from 3 from 2 to 3 we will be taking the second integral. So first integral we will take from 1 to 2. So our first integral is this one. This will be 1 to 2. So integral limits will be like this one, 1 to 2. So if we solve this one, replace the upper value. So we will be replacing, like for example we can rewrite it as pi and 1 by 2, so it will be 2 by 3. The denominator will go up, so it will be 2 by 3, and inside we can write it as x by 2. So this will be x by 2 plus 2, and integral limits will be from 1 to 2. Now for integral limits, what we can do, we can type this equation directly also, like for example this one 2 over 3, and inside the bracket we can write x over 2 and plus 2 and bracket close, and we can calculate for x is equal to 2 and this will be equal to 2. So we can write as this will be pi into 2 minus, and if we calculate for x is equal to 1, this will be equal to 5 by 3. So 5 by 3 like this one, and we can write this as 2 minus answer is equal to 1 by 3. So this will be basically we missed cube. So this cube we missed, we can write again this one. This was our equation, so we will rewrite it as 2 over 3 into bracket, this will be x over 2 alpha x over 2 and plus 2 and bracket close and whole raised to the power 3, and this will be calculate for x is equal to 2, and this will give us 18. So we can write here 18 and minus the lower limit, calculate for 1, and this was giving us 125 over 12, 125 over 12, and we can calculate 125 over 12 is already there, so 18 minus answer is equal to 91 over 12. So pi into 91 over 12, and in mixed fraction we can write shift this will be equal to 7 whole 7 by 12. So this will be equal to 7 whole 7 by 12 pi. This will be for this section which we have solved over here till here. And now we can what we can do, we can basically shift this over here so that there should not be any disturbance for us. So we can write this is equal to this one and extend line. And now we will solve this side, and y square, from here we can take square of the equation, which is x minus 1 raised by minus 2 plus 2 whole squared. And if we open square, a square will be x minus 2 raised by minus 4, and plus this will be 2 square will be 4, and plus 2 into x minus 1 raised by minus 2. This will be our y squared. Now after getting y square, we can arrange it like we can write x minus 1 raised by minus 4 plus 4 into x minus 1 raised by minus 2 and plus 4. Now we can take integral pi integral from 2 to 3, and this will be x minus 1 raised by minus 4 and plus 4 into x minus 1 raised by minus 2 and plus 4 dx, and integral of this will be what? Integral of this will be pi, and this will be x minus 1 raised to power minus 4 plus 1 will be minus 3 divided by minus 3, and plus next will be 4 into x raised by minus 1 raised to power minus 2 plus 1 will be minus 1 and plus 4x, and limits will be from 2 to 3. And next we can replace the upper limit basically before replacing the limit, so we can write it properly. So it will be minus 1 over 3 x minus 1 raised to power 3 and minus this basically we can write it as this should be basically this should be plus, this one will be 4 over x minus 1, and this should basically this minus 1 we missed over here. This one the power minus 2 we will have to write over here when we have taken integral. So this minus 1 we have to write as denominator also, and when we write this as denominator this will change to minus and this will be minus. And now this is the correction which we have done, and this will be plus 4x and this will be 2 to 3 limit. And now we can rewrite it as what we can do, we can use calculator for replacement of values, and that one we can write minus 1 over this will be 3 into x minus 1 whole raised to the power 3, and this will be minus 4 over this will be x, this one minus 1 and bracket close, and this can be written as plus 4x, and we will calculate this for x is equal to 3. So calculate for x is equal to 3, we will get 239 over 24. So 239 over 24, and now we will calculate for 2. So calculate for 2, and this will give us 11 by 3. So minus 11 by 3, and this will be equal to what? This will be equal to pi, and this will be 11 by 3 is already there. So 239 over 24, and this should be minus answer is equal to 151 over 24, 151 over 24, and this can be rewritten as in mixed fraction. So this will be equal to 6 whole 7 over 24, 6 whole 7 over 24 pi, and this one will be, now we will be subtracting So subtraction will be what? 7 whole 7 by 12 pi, uh, not subtraction, basically it will be addition. We found two areas, and what are those two areas? Basically we found two areas. This is one area and second area. Now we'll be adding these two areas. By adding these two areas we will get the total shaded area under the curve, and pi we can take common, so 7 whole 7 by 12 plus 6 whole 7 by 24, this one, and pi, and we can rewrite and solve this one. This is 6 whole 7 by 12 is 24 is already there, so we'll add plus 7 whole, so we can write basically where is that one? So we have to take the mixed number which is over here. Finally we found, and that is 7 whole 7 over 12, and this is equal to 111 by 8 pi, 111 by 8 pi, and this will be equal to, we can write in mixed fraction, this will be equal to 13 whole 7 by 8 pi, and the decimal value, if you want we can write decimal value also, 13.875, which is approximately 13.9. This will be our final answer for this question. So with this one we are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, also press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Also recommend this channel to your friends and classmates, and also introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.